One really great thing about Chengdu is that it is full of art, full of murals, full of just color and life and vibrancy. You could see these things all around the city, and it's different from other Chinese cities in that regard. And I want to talk about one of these murals located just across the street from my primary school. It's located on South Lianhua Street, and it's a fairly quiet road, not a ton of people, not a lot going on, but I really love this mural right here because it tells the story of Chengdu. So let's talk about it. So it starts here on this end with a park. And I'm thinking this might be Wangjianglo Park or some other park right here. And it's an old place full of history. I've made a video about it actually. This looks like one of the gates to that particular park. And again, I'm not sure because it doesn't actually say where this is, but you have nature, right? You have nature, and then you keep going, and then you see Jinli, which is one of the main tourist areas of Chengdu. It's an ancient street that is located right in the heart of the city. And again, it's a callback to history, a callback to tradition. And if you look here, you can of course see people milling about and doing different things, like they might be dancing, you have families, stuff like that. But what's really cool is that it's got these little markers that point to different things. So it points to the Wenshu Monastery, which actually may be what that is, but it doesn't look like Wenshu Monastery. Another place with history. Wuho Temple right here, another place full of history. We have Chunxi Road, which is one of the main shopping centers of Chengdu. And if we keep going along this way, we can find these places that are, marked on the on those signs right here. So yeah, we have here, it looks to be part of the high tech zone or just downtown somewhere. And then we see people's clothes getting a little bit more fashionable, a little more modern. And then we get to Quanjai Alleyway, another landmark of the city, another place of history that is a symbol of Chengdu. Again, we can see all these ordinary people with their families out and about shopping or just, living their lives. And yeah, if we keep on going along this way, we can see Chairman Mao in front of, well, the kind of one of the science museums here in town. And he is actually located in Tianfu Square, which is just right over here, right over here. So this is the central fountain of Tianfu Square. And Tianfu Square, as you might know from some of my other videos, is the heart of Chengdu. It's the sort of geographic center of Chengdu. So we have that right there. So we've gone from these parks, we've gone to the ancient street, we've gone through Quanjai alleyways, and we've got to the more modern parts of Chengdu. And here's the Global Center, which is the biggest shopping mall in the entire world. Biggest mall in the world, which is down in South Chengdu. And yeah, let's just keep it going. And down here, this is a temple. It's a fairly new temple. I forget the name of it, but it's built up actually not too far from the Global Center, just southwest, I believe, of the Global Center. This temple right here. And let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. We have a few other buildings here. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to represent, but they look like some of the buildings downtown in the high tech zone. Again, we've got more people out and about with their families. And we've got this old guy with a snack right here, which looks like Tanghu, which is a traditional Chinese snack. It comes from up north. And then we've got here, we've got beef noodles. Beef noodles, which is a big thing here in Sichuan. We've got roasted pig feet. We've got cocoa, which is a milk tea shop. And we've got feichang, which is it's like pig intestines, and a big thing here in Sichuan as well. Then we have Chunxi Road. Okay, that's what this is. This is Chunxi Road. Okay, not the high-tech zone. So Chunxi Road is the kind of main commercial center of Chengdu. It's a big shopping street and pedestrian street right there. So we have on the sign right here, we've got the restroom, and then we have Taikoo Li. So Taikoo Li is kind of an extension of Chunxi Road. It's a newer extension of it, but built in a traditional style, but it's full of luxury brands like Tiffany and Gucci and Prada, Versace, and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. And yeah, there it is. All of these landmarks are places that people who live in Chengdu or people who have been to Chengdu in recent years recognize. Fantastic. And we just keep going and we keep going and we keep going. And then we see the famous panda climbing up on the building, which is at the IFS. Though, I mean, I'm guessing this might symbolize the IFS right here. But the panda climbing up on the side of the building is a really, really famous landmark. People go and take pictures of. And we just keep going, we keep going, we keep going, man. And then we have the TV tower, which is called 339. So we have 339, the TV tower. And then we have the bus here. And then a few other things. It's sort of hiding behind people's washing and this cart here. But there it is. Like, I really love this. Well, because of its location. It's in a deeply, deeply local part of the city. You don't see a lot of foreigners down here. You just see a lot of old timers. You see a lot of old locals hanging around here. And I love this mural because it just sort of tells the story of Chengdu in terms of like what it looks like today, maybe a little bit of where it came from. It's just fantastic, right? It's fantastic. And you have this mural here, and I pass it all the time as I'm going to maybe one of the restaurants that's around here, and these kids and their parents pass it every day when they drop their kids off to school, and you can see these people passing by it all the time. So it's awesome to see just a little bit of life and a little bit of color as people go about their day, not just a gray sort of concrete jungle. You actually have something different. And I just love that about Chengdu, is that there are these little murals everywhere, these little bits of history, these little bits of, these little representations about what makes the city special, what makes the city different from other cities. It's just I don't know what else to say about it. I just love having these around. And well, that's going to be about it for this particular video. Thank you all very much for watching. I want to shout out to Josh and some of the other patrons and channel members. Thank you all very much for supporting the channel. And if you like this sort of video, just a quick walkthrough of something that I find interesting, well, let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment. And I guess with that, I'll say that I will see you all next time. Goodbye.